Okay, do we look good? I think so. Hey, what's up? It's been a minute. I know that it's been a while since my last video, but that's exactly what I'm here to talk about. My issue with being consistent with YouTube. For quite a bit I've known my issue about why I'm having so much trouble keeping consistent, but I've never really thought about a solution that could work for me up until now. So this video is really something that I'm making for myself completely, although I hope that you get something out of this, whether you be entertained or that you learn something from what I'm gonna say, or you just get to look at me if you're into that. Really, I'm just making this video to kind of put it out there for myself and I guess to you guys, inevitably, the issues that I've had with keeping consistent and the solution that I've come up with that I really want to stick to. My issue is, well, if you couldn't tell, I'm an incessant perfectionist. Everything needs to turn out well, needs to turn out as best and as immaculately as possible, given my skills, my resources, and, well, admittedly, most importantly, my patience. Be that a whole script, or wanting to do a whole chunk of lines so that I would avoid jump cuts so that it looked more professional, or having the perfect YouTube setup, or having the perfect edits like text and effects and B-roll to keep people's attention. And most critically, that the cinematography, the footage quality, and everything in each frame looks immaculate, including myself, because vanity is just a thing that exists. The thing is, I never really meet those perfectionist standards, but I just keep hold of them thinking that, you know, if I aim for those perfectionist standards, then I'll shoot higher than I would if I aimed for what I thought to be feasible. That's all well and good, right? But the downside of that is that it bars me from creating consistently. And honestly, it's kind of ridiculous, right, that it's taken me this long to realize that consistency really is the most important factor. At least to me, at least now. I have the skills, the know-how, the ideas, and the passion. I have dreams of making this content creation thing work out for me. And I've had that dream for over a decade, starting from when I was a kid and I discovered YouTube could be a thing that could work out for other people. And now I've reached a point where I do have the equipment, and I do have the skills, and I do have that burning drive and passion to do this. But one thing that's always kept me back is my perfectionism, not being able to let go of things when I can fully just release them and move on to the next thing. Everything has to work out. Everything needs to be eye-catching, everything needs to be enticing and really, really effective. No flopped Instagram posts or YouTube videos. Even as small as my social media footprint is and my subscriber and follower count on social media is, I still have that standard of being like, oh, I have to do this well given the amount of people that follow me, or given the amount of people that subscribe to me, or given the amount of people that know me in real life. And you know, setting goals is a thing, you know. But what really bites is when something doesn't do well, I fall into this rut where it's like, oh, do people just not like what I did? Did they not see it because of the algorithm? Maybe if I stop posting for a while, maybe if I just give it a week or give it a month and then post again, maybe the algorithm will do its thing and favor me. Or maybe people have missed seeing my stuff long enough. And the thing is, that's such a short-sighted view. You know, I've seen it work, to be honest, just holding back and then uploading again after a while, but it's such a short-term solution for something that's such a short-term desire. Just likes and views for one thing, you know? Because the short-term thing is definitely that. You put out one video, you want that to do well. You post one post on Instagram, you want that to do well. One post, one video upload is the short-term goal. If those do well, great. But the long-term is putting out my work, the larger body of my work, consistently. I've shot myself in the foot, not realizing that stopping instead of keeping on is actually what's keeping me from growing, past that point of slow engagement that made me want to stop in the first place. Is that an ego thing? Yeah, definitely. But it's also that part of me that wants to do and put out only what I know to be my best. That latter thing's great and all, but it's biting me back now. It's impeding my progress. My consistency. So I'll stick with something that I think will work. I'll stick with this setup. instead of the old setups that I had that you could argue to have looked fancier. Yeah, I might drop some aesthetic points, but this setup is so much more accessible and easier for me to work with. If I script it, then I'll write it as naturally as the words come to mind. If I wing it, I'll just keep talking and figure it out in the edit. I just need to make the whole shooting process accessible to me, the most accessible that I can make it for myself. Remove as many tiny little roadblocks that keep me from actually starting up everything and just making, so that I can actually shoot a bloody video. And most importantly, to keep reminding myself that success isn't solely based on quality, but also consistency. There has to be a balance struck there. I can't keep on prioritizing my perfectionism to the point where it cripples my consistency, but I can't sacrifice quality for the sake of consistency either, to the point where I'm not proud of the work that I do. So, this is the compromise that I've come to. My work will never be perfect, so I just need to get over that and just keep making videos, photos, keep posting, keep recording, keep talking. I'll do what I feel like without having to worry about the likes or the views, and I'll see where that gets me. I can't tell you the amount of ideas I've held back just because I think, oh, maybe people don't want to see that from me, or maybe that's not very on brand, so maybe I shouldn't do that, maybe I shouldn't touch that. Or just something that I think that, oh, maybe people won't like this as much, maybe people won't give this as much attention. I'm tossing those hesitations out. I just want to do, I just want to make. So, at the cost of some quality, or the perfect background, or the perfect bulletproof video script and edit, and even views and likes, I'll try to be more consistent. I need to get over the hurdle of things having to be immaculate. Look, a lot of people on social media have succeeded with less quality than what I put out. And I know that sounds incredibly arrogant, but come on. You know it's true. And at the same time, as cocky as this also sounds, because I guess we're just doubling down on that because that's where we're going, I'm pretty damn confident that I've got a good enough screen presence that I can carry my content with just me being me. So literally, it's just my perfectionism cocking my consistency that's bothering me. I need to get over that. Starting here. Until now, there's been a part of me that's felt the need to stack on as many fancy edits and text effects and B-roll as I possibly can, because I've never been really sure if people just want to watch me for me and if I can keep their attention without those fancy tricks. But adding those tricks, doing those tricks, moreover, overdoing those tricks, delay me so much and keep me back for so long to the point where it makes me not consistent. It makes me focus on a project for too long and hold on to it for too long that I can't even move forward to create a new one. I'll just end up being lazy because after working on something, I'd just go in my head, oh, great, I have to do a bunch of punch-ins and zooms and a bunch of text effects and a bunch of B-roll again, because if I don't, then the video is gonna flop. It slows me down so much, by months on end, and if I don't stop myself from doing this now, from keeping on making things harder and more complex now, then I'll lose my drive to keep doing this. I'll stop pursuing my dream, all because I failed to be consistent. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll let the little imperfections in for now just so that I can keep making. And I'll make whatever I'm compelled to make, whether it gets attention or not. It'll probably suck to see something that I worked on and loved and cared for so much not get as much love and care and attention from other people once I put it out, but I guess that's just something that I need to get used to. I need to get things swinging. I have everything that I need to do this. All that's left for me to do is to do it. Thanks for watching. If this at all resonated with you or you found it helpful, meaningful, or entertaining, I would greatly appreciate it if you considered leaving a like and subscribing. If you want to keep in touch with me and what I do and the photography that I make, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sentient Poison. Other than that, my name is Nicholas. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully, see you next week. Hey, cheers.